So what's the ultimate goal of this shift where you're now dealing with your actions and her emotions? Where are we going with this? Well, I want to tell you kind of what pickup should be and what pickup shouldn't be, right? It should be seduction. It shouldn't be coercion, i.e., it should be a situation where it's almost as though the thought that she likes you like pops into her mind, as though it's this idea of inception, right? It's like she came up with the idea that she likes you all by herself and she convinced herself of it, and then she wants to have sex with you. Whereas coercion is like you're trying to force or trick or persuade or push her into doing something. Usually when someone feels coerced, when they feel pushed or pressed to do something, they're going to react very, very negatively. When someone feels like something was their idea, then they're going to react very, very positively. Also, they're going to get far more on board with the idea. Okay, so the goal here, rather than, because the end goal is an action goal, right? I mean, her emotions don't really like, you do want certain actions from the girl, it's true. But the best way to get to those actions isn't by going directly at the action, because that's forceful, pushy, coercive. The best way to get to those actions is by creating an emotional state in her that makes her decide for herself that that's what she wants. And that's when you get her chasing you, which again, we've talked about. That's the ultimate in high quality game. That's how you get the best, highest quality girls, because it simulates how they react to the highest value guys. Okay, so that's the goal. The goal is to plant the idea in her head and then let it develop, let that seed kind of grow from there. So as an example, the amateur would like, when the girl starts to like him, rush in and lunge in for the kiss and hope to get it. The professional, the guy who's really, really good with women, instead of rushing in, lunging in for the kiss at that moment, would sort of like do or say something suggestive of a kiss, or that plants the idea of a kiss in the girl's mind, and then not kiss the girl. And the girl's thinking, I wonder if he'll kiss me. I want to kiss him, etc., etc. So that by the time you actually do kiss, she's wanted to do it for quite some time. She feels like it was her idea, and she feels like she won you over, which again simulates that high value guy thing. And it makes her value you so much more because she feels that she worked for you. Okay, so it's a much, much, much better. It's also a million times better in terms of how it looks to an observer, in terms of if things are too pushy and you get kind of close, like you get close to sleeping with a girl in kind of a pushy way, and then it doesn't happen, she's very likely to never call you again because she feels uncomfortable. Whereas when you've planted the seed and she's escalating on you, there's never that moment where she feels uncomfortable, that kind of stuff. It's also a very, very wonderful protection against anything like a girl getting like buyer's remorse after the fact or that kind of stuff. Because if it was her idea, there's not going to be that buyer's remorse. Okay? So this is very, very powerful on so many levels. The goal is not to get the action. The goal is to plant the seed so that she decides the action was her own idea. That's what you should be thinking, and that's what advanced level, world-class game looks and feels like.